Hello, everybody. Welcome to this arts academic overview on behalf of the College of Arts and Sciences at The Ohio State University. My name is Suer, and I serve as the Art Scholars Planning Specialist at Ohio State, and also help out with Buckeye Bound and other major visit days to Ohio State's campus. I'm sorry that I can't be there in person to learn more about you, but I hope this presentation will help get you started on learning more about the arts majors at Ohio State. This academic overview will cover majors in the arts, including art education, arts management, dance, design, music, theater, and moving image production. Before we look at the majors, let's learn a bit about the College of Arts and Sciences. Let's get started. So, who are we? Arts and Sciences is by far the largest college at the university, and as such is known as its academic heart. The college is so big, in fact, that it's split into 3 different divisions. They are Arts and Humanities, Natural and Mathematical Sciences, and Social and Behavioral Sciences. Today's focus will be on the Arts and Humanities division, and specifically on the arts. The structure isn't something that you'd necessarily interact with on a day-to-day basis as a student, but it's meant to let you know that the university gets much smaller once you set your foot on campus and start taking classes. Let's take a closer look at some of the numbers. Arts and Sciences is comprised of 38 departments and schools, and over 80 majors are represented. In total, there are over 16,564 students pursuing a major housed in the College of Arts and Sciences. That number may seem overwhelming, but you'll see that 86% of all classes have fewer than 50 students. Remember when we said the university feels much smaller when you actually get to campus and start taking classes? That's especially the case with the arts majors at Ohio State. There are approximately 1,500 undergraduate students and 500 graduate students pursuing arts degrees at the university. This means you'll be taking several classes with the same students throughout your undergraduate career, forging strong friendships and possibly even professional partnerships. The student ratio to faculty is 10-1, which demonstrates just how well you get to know your faculty and possibly the amounts of letters of recommendation that you can receive, but more importantly, the more personalized academic guidance. Undergraduate students at Ohio State have the opportunity to participate in many collaborative projects as well as research. Recently, several undergraduate BFA majors in dance had the opportunity to perform in an MFA thesis show at the Urban Art Space located in downtown Columbus. This gave them the chance to explore a new part of the city, perform in front of a diverse audience, and learn more about graduate school. So now we'll briefly talk about deciding on what area of study is best for you at Ohio State. In the last few slides, we've mentioned that Arts and Sciences is the largest college at the university. Out of the 80 possible majors within the college, approximately 40 exist within Arts and Humanities. This means you have an enormous range of classes that you can take while you're at Ohio State. It's great to have so many options, but a little bit of guidance at the start goes a long way. To help you decide what to study and what classes to take, you can check out the Arts and Sciences Explore tool located at go.osu.edu/ASC-explore. It's a great customizable resource that recommends the best majors, concentrations, and minors for you to consider based on your selected interests. So taking a look at advising and support at Ohio State. Each student who comes to Ohio State is assigned an academic advisor based on their major. You'll meet your advisor during summer orientation and schedule your classes with them. They're your first point of contact at the university, and they're a resource you should stay in touch with throughout your studies. There's a minimum of 121 credits that you need to earn before you graduate with your undergraduate degree in an arts and sciences major. About 1/3 of those credits will come from your general education requirement courses that you typically take within your first 2 years at Ohio State. These courses help to ensure that you graduate with a well-rounded perspective that prepares you for life after college. The other 2/3 of your classes will come from the core requirements of your major. However, if you come into Ohio State having taken college-level IB or AP credits, then those credits substitute some of the GE courses you would have otherwise had to take at Ohio State. Your academic advisor will help you navigate the gray area of determining which credits they count toward. Make sure that you graduate on time and can discuss the logistics of adding that second major or minor. They can even point you in the direction of other resources at the university, such as the Youngkin Success Center, Writing Center, Counseling and Consultation Services, and the Career Services Office. All right, so here's where we start to take a closer look at the undergraduate programs in the arts at Ohio State. There are a number of different ways to get involved with visual art at the university. You can go to the BFA and art route, specializing in any one of the following areas of study: art and technology, ceramics, glass, painting and drawing, photography, printmaking, or sculpture. Or you can earn a BA in art and become a visual art generalist, having experience in all of the areas listed. The BFA option requires a first-year foundation of courses in all the areas listed, as well as a portfolio review at the end of the second year that's meant to serve as a checkpoint in your progress. The portfolio review ensures that you're on track toward the area of specialization you have chosen. If you're majoring in something entirely different, you're still encouraged to take some art class to mix up your schedule, or develop existing art skills you already have. Classes like Drawing 1 or Photo 1, also known as life drawing or digital photography, can even count toward your general education requirements. The arts management degree is one that combines the passion for the arts with the pragmatism of a business degree. If you're interested in managing your own artistic brand, opening up a dance studio, or perhaps working in the arts, media, and entertainment industry, then this would be an ideal fit for you. To ensure you walk away with a strong foundation in the arts, you're required to take a minimum of 36 hours of credit from the Department of Arts' varying arts classes. In addition to that, you'd be taking several courses offered through the Fisher College of Business. Classes like Foundations of Finance, New Venture Creation, and Accounting, just to name a few. The minor equivalent would be the minor in arts entrepreneurship. If you're interested in becoming an art educator, the BAE in art education would be a great fit for you. The first 2 years of study would be similar to the BFA in art, in which you're taking classes that work toward that general education requirement and also several art classes. The second year would also start to see an introduction in art education courses, which would become more of the focal point during your junior and senior years. The BAE does offer the licensure route for those looking to teach K through 12. Your senior year would require an applied teaching experience in which you are shadowing an instructor in Franklin County in the classroom. You would then be required to lead the class lectures for several weeks as well. Those looking to work in the nonprofit sector or perhaps as a museum or exhibit curator would take the practicum route instead, during which you would be interning with that organization or art space during your senior year. So now take a look at some of the more performance-heavy art majors at Ohio State. Let's start with dance. You'll find that the performance majors are incredibly holistic and do not just focus on the performance, but also the history and production of these areas of study. With dance in particular, courses in education, analysis, and even kinesiology are offered. The Dance BFA does require an audition, which takes place between October and February of your senior year in high school. If you wish to add a dance minor during your time at Ohio State, no audition would be necessary. If you're looking to mix up your schedule a bit and are interested in learning more about dance, then consider Western concert dance as an option, which explores European origins of classical ballet, Africanist contributions, and postmodern impulses. Social dance is also a popular ballroom-style dance class. Other ways to get involved with dance include joining student-run clubs such as Dance Connections. This club puts on entirely student-run productions as well as classes for the broader Columbus community. Clubs give you the opportunity to showcase your dance abilities, whether you're a dance major or not. Theater is an example of a major that has tremendous overlap in its curriculum with other arts as well as humanities majors. Theater, after all, is an expression of the human condition. The Theater BA offers a variety of acting courses, but also trains you in areas including management, playwriting, production, which includes lighting and sound. There's no separate audition for the theater major at Ohio State. If you're admitted to the university, you're admitted to the major. Courses such as Craft of Acting are a great class to take for those interested in theater because they also count toward your general education requirements. There are other ways to get involved in theater outside the majors or variety of minors. The Department of Theater puts on 2 major productions each year, one in the fall and one in the spring. The fall production is typically a musical, while the spring production is a traditional play. Productions are open to both theater majors and non-majors, but be mindful of the audition dates. Fall production auditions typically take place within the first week of classes, and the spring production auditions typically take place in October before spring scheduling. Student-run clubs such as Off the Lake Productions are also quite popular and open to all majors. The music majors at Ohio State are the strictest in terms of curricular requirements out of all the performance majors. There are 4 audition weekends that take place from December through February for high school seniors. You'd have to reach out to the School of Music to coordinate which weekends work best for you. There are a number of music specializations you can pursue. There are the Bachelor of Music majors in theoretical areas of music, including composition, music theory, musicology. There's also the performance route in a number of different instruments, including brass, percussion, woodwinds, piano, or voice. If you're looking to be a music educator or conductor, the Bachelor of Music Education, choral music, general music, or instrumental music are offered. Finally, the BA in Music offers courses in a number of theoretical, performance, educational, and analytical areas. There are other ways you can get involved with music at Ohio State in addition to the majors and minors. If you're majoring in a different area of study, but you're passionate about performance and maybe performed with your high school orchestra or choir, you can join one of the many university ensembles at Ohio State. They're open to all majors. They vary greatly in terms of time commitments. For example, the marching band is very competitive to get into and requires rehearsing several times during the week. University band, on the other hand, meets and performs just a few times a month, and no audition is necessary. If you want to start learning more about music, non-majors are even able to request one-on-one sessions with music instructors to either work toward joining an ensemble or simply to develop their own personal skills. Design is the most competitive of the arts majors at Ohio State. If admitted, you would first be admitted into the pre-design program. The admission process into pre-design, however, does not require a portfolio, and instead relies entirely on your general OSU application materials, including your test scores, GPA, and class rank. Your year in pre-design would include taking foundational courses in all 3 of the areas of design, which include industrial design, interior design, and visual communication design, also known as graphic design. After completing your year in pre-design, you would then meet with your academic advisor and submit your portfolio of work, which would determine if you move forward into the design major, and if so, which of the 3 tracks you get placed into. Those who do not get selected for design would earn a design minor in that first year, and then work closely with the academic advisor to determine the next best steps academically. Moving image production is the newest of all the arts majors at Ohio State. While film studies takes a more analytical lens at the film industry and dives into its history and cultural impact, moving image production gives you the opportunity to work with the equipment necessary to work behind the scenes in the film industry. If you're interested in becoming the next Steven Spielberg or Greta Gerwig, then this would be the major for you. You would be required to take classes in all 4 of the areas of specialization, including animation, experimental, documentary, and narrative. You would, however, be focusing your energy on 2 of those 4 areas. So if you're specifically interested in becoming an animator at Pixar, as an example, you may decide to focus your energy on narrative and animation. The moving image production major integrates a film studies minor into its curriculum and works closely with many of the other arts disciplines on campus. Everyone should consider adding a second major, but certainly strongly encouraged to add a minor during your undergraduate studies. You'll come to find that many courses that count toward completing general education requirements also work toward earning minors. If you come to Ohio State with college level credit already, then you're that much closer to possibly earning a minor as well. It's never a bad idea to consider adding a language minor because it could open up so many more doors for you professionally and in terms of where you might be able to find a job, both domestically or even internationally. Minors are proof that you went above and beyond the minimum expectations to graduate Ohio State and make you a potentially more well-rounded candidate for employers. You are also strongly encouraged to consider studying abroad during your time at Ohio State. There are many scholarship opportunities to the Office of International Affairs. In some cases, studying abroad could even be cheaper than studying on campus, especially for out-of-state students. You are able to earn credit towards your degree abroad just like you would if you were studying on campus. In terms of when programs are offered, there are some that leave as early as your first semester at Ohio State and others as late as your final semester. And they range from as short as 1 week during your spring break to a full academic year. A few examples of education abroad programs are the London Theatre Program during the May session, in which you see approximately 20 live theatrical plays in that month that you are abroad. Dance Brazil is a program in which you first study dance and Portuguese language basics on campus with your peers, then travel to Salvador, Brazil to perform with Brazilian dance masters for a week. The Office of International Affairs also has English conversation programs in which you get paired up with an international student and learn more about them as well as where they come from. Programs like this are a great way to learn about new perspectives and shared values without even stepping foot off campus. And here are some important application deadlines for you to be aware of. The early action deadline is due November 1st of the fall prior to your start at Ohio State. The regular decision and FAFSA deadlines are both February 1st of that same academic year, and the acceptance fee deadline is May 1st. Thank you so much for joining me for this arts academic overview. I hope it's been helpful and that you've learned more about the College of Arts and Sciences, the many arts majors, and other ways to get involved on campus. Don't hesitate to reach out to me by email at suer.13@osu.edu. You can also learn more about the College of Arts and Sciences at the shared link and through social media. Thank you, and go Bucks.